All you Shinsengumi fans and all you Joey Rebels, you salute when you got to do your job and your duty to your vice chief. You salute when you got to join forces. Now that right there is manliness. So already from the start of this episode, we see that Gintoki's been driven out of his own place. He's been driven out of odd jobs. The Mimawara-gumi are out there. They're out for everyone. You get to see as well, like, fucking Hijikata's hiding out of Otaya's place. And he's like, I can't do anything. I'm so fucking useless. I can't do anything. And even Kagura, the one who has to get the pep talk, saying, like, all your boys are joining up. They're all joining up right now, the Joey Rebels, to get all your people back like that. They're ready to get like your Kondo back. They're ready to get your commander. They're all ready to get him back. And I'm like, what are you doing? And even when he goes running back and all that to like going back to the Shinsengumi like headquarters, and even Gintoki, it's just like the wisest of I swear to God, I say it every fucking week, or every time he's in there. The wisest old man, and he gives him a fucking lesson right there and then. What he tells him is like, I had two choices once before. I tried to save both, and the one choice that I did in the end, I lost both in the end. Like, Hijikata, like, you can't do the same mistakes that I did. You have the potential, you have the chance right now to do something I could never do back then. I could save both of them. So do it right now, open your door, get what you've lost and forgot back there, and grab it now. And just seeing all of fucking Hijikata's boys, Sogo and all them, and it's like, they were originally gonna go out without him anyway, but when fucking Sogo at that meeting was like, I like reading one of the Shinsengumi articles saying like, when the commander's not there, the vice chief has to give us the orders, and he's just like, I am not moving. He's like sitting down, it's like, I am moving without that vice like bastard giving me the order to do so. And just seeing all his boys, all of them fucking saluting and fucking waiting for him in the rain out on that door, waiting for him for hours just to say, oh man, our demon chief will be there. I'm like, that is the most manliest shit ever. All your boy froze in the fucking jacket saying you dropped it, and then of course a little bit of comedy because they put die on the back of him and it's saying like, you know what, after this scene you can't go back. You think about all those happy memories that we've had with the like Shinsengumi like yucking it up. We can't go back to that anymore. But we can go back to the way that we're going to do and protect our boy, protect Kondo, protect our man, our leader, like we're going to get him. And when we get to see, like, Katsura right there with him, with, like, Kondo, and they're talking up the disguise, he's like, alright, we've got all the fucking commanders there as well. He's like, you know, I don't care who the fuck I team with, just give me a smoke. I don't care. As long as I get to have a smoke another day, I'm fine with that. And then, like, they come with this balance, like, we've got these pills, we're going to work on this shit, we're going to do this, and we're going to work it out. Alright, let's go, because we've got to break and all that. It's saying, like, you know what, like, the whole situation was told. It's like, when we found out that Shokugeki died and all that, he was saying, like, all those episodes again, that was a big hint, by the way, if people forgot about that. It was asking, by the way, if I die, I want you to take care of the country. And it's like, you know, Katsura is going to do that. That could, like, the people that always call him the cowardly man, you know, the runaway Kotaro, like, all done this stuff. And it's like, nah, now it's time for Katsura, it's time to shine. He goes to throw him this, like, pills and knock him out, and it just, then it lands back at him and into his front. I'm like, oh my god, Katsura, you fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. And it's just like, everything is now fucked now. And like, I love how they just try to throw a bit of rubble at him and it just made things worse. It's like a blood crime scene from like Detective Conan or some shit like that. And it's like, oh god. So all of them have to play dead. But that ain't good enough. Because we got the fucking Yatagarasu right there trying to assassinate him, disguising themselves as prison guards, trying to take him out before anything like happens, like any prison escape. That's what shit's going down. And even as well from what we saw as well, from what we see the glimpse, we got to see the glimpse of like everyone that we fucking hate there, like that. We got to see all the Mimawara-gumi, then you got saw the Yatagarasu, that motherfucker, that oh bro, I swear to god man, like that, seeing him right there trying to talk to Nobume, and he's like, yeah, we got kind of the same goal now, and she's like, I don't give a shit, leave me alone like that, I'm not joining you guys ever again, not after everything that happened and all that. Saying, no, I ain't doing that shit. Like, and even still, it's like, although it sounds like we're definitely going to be seeing a clash with Nobume and probably some of the, like, the Shinsengumi people, like, at this point, there's definitely a lot to it, as we did get to see that little bit of, like, from what we saw Sasuke, that little bit of the flashback. Even though he was, like, all yucking it up on the chair and all that, you know that there's a lot more going on with this man. Like, he's very calculative, and he's like, yeah, I may be at the seat right now, and she was saying, like, I'd rather, like, you know, grovel in the dirt than sit in that seat. And it's like, we both started from, like, groveling on the dirt. Like, don't forget. So, definitely showing a little bit of the hint of, like, what happened between Nobumi and Sasuke as well. So, that was a really interesting thing as well. And not to mention as well, we're going to get all our boys involved in there. You got to see the preview. It's like, oh, Gintoki's going to go fucking in. He's going to go fucking in. Everyone's going to go in. Kagura, Shispachi, Hijikata, Sogo. You guys have seen that opening. You know shit's going to go down. And already know that we got all the main players already there. You're going to have Oboro there. You're going to have his boys, the Yatagarasu. You've got the Shinsengumi. You've got the Joey Rebels, which, by the way, that was a manly moment when, like, him and Elizabeth were right at the like, dock, and they was like, you know what, we're going to swing our swords as a Shinsengumi, you're going to swing your swords as the rebels, and they put the swords out like that together, and they fucking, all the boys are cheering, like, yeah, let's go, we're fucking ready. I was like, that's, like, just so much, like, the word of the day for this show is manly. Just simple facts, man. It was really, really, really fucking good. Really fucking good episode. And I was just like, we don't normally get to have a lot of time with some of these characters. Like, we don't really get to see a lot between, like, Nobume, like, Sasuke. We don't get normally see a lot of time with them. They're there, like, out of, like, kind of the mainish cast and all that. They're not very there that often. And just, honestly, the amount of impact that Shokugeki, like, left in this series after his death, is like, you know, they're doing this for his will, like, what the ideal place that he had in mind, and they're not going to let their country go to waste. Both the rebels and the Shinsengumi teaming up to deal with this shit, to get their boys back, to get Katsu and Kondo back, and you know, shit's going to go down and all that, when Gintoki and, like, the rest of the Oris are going to have to be involved, and even their whole lifestyles now being threatened now. I do love, though, that the landlady, she didn't give up anything about it. She was there, like, the questioning, and it was like, nah, I see in Tokyo there, I ain't saying nothing. She's got her boys back. Like, you know, that stuff I respect. Alright, really fucking awesome episode. Just an 8.5 out of 10. It was really great setup for, like, this episode. I cannot wait for the next part of this. Honestly, just this arc's just been getting so good, and I cannot wait for those big moments and all that. You manga fans know what I'm talking about, but only gets higher from here, people. But that's all from me, so thank you much for watching as always, and I will catch you guys next time.